they'll give it to the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Hauls it in. Turns it on in midfield. Turning it on. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Baylor!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That drive, a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So UCF's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Connection to the right. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. The Knights will line it up on 1st and 10.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Motion from the back. Wants to throw. It's Browning. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Knights send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. Breaks into the open. And they get him down.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays at the backfield. All you got to do is dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers now.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Picks up the first down. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. He's got it inside the 30. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Second down coming up. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The earth is shaking. Bounce house living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. Quarterback may change this route. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Complete to the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bears!
And what a nice ball. You can see he sees him running the corner route, lays it out in front, catches the ball, and nice job catching the ball and then doing what? Getting upfield, not running out of bounds, not getting pushed out, not getting tackled. Nice job after the catch, getting vertical, getting to the end zone.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Knights are in the hurry-up. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Knights come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They'll run the sneak for it. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Hits the accelerator to the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Knights!
offensive coordinator. Got a ton of guts to dial up that pass on 4th and short when everyone's expecting it to be a run play. It worked perfectly. How about the speed on the back end, taking the top off the defense, an accurate throw with a lot of pressure by the QB, and they link up for a massive score on 4th down.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Pass to 50. Pass to 30. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Baylor!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. To throw, it's Browning. Fakes to grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Loss of 6 yards on the play. Third down coming up.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Knights decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in at the 40. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Bunch formation for these receivers. Finds the tight end. There he goes. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Bears. No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the returner is stopped. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one up.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Knights will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
Using the quick game. Touchdown, Baylor! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. Man, these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies, throw to them, and they'll make big plays for you.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll try the run. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Right down the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
To the air, it's Browning. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain. Out
of the shotgun on third down. They get to him as he throws. And Intercepted. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half.
221 wing, 221 wing. Come on, set.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Still on his feet at the 45. Turns it on down the left side. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Gets open down the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Looking to throw, it's Browning. Quickly to the tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
And I like you got the first down of the drive, so maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
To the air on 1st down. Heel off one deep down the left side. Picked off. What a play by this defense. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Might be calling a hot route. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got the tight end. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. Trying to breaks into the open. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. The throw to the outside is complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Another 1st down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
On first down from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Swings it out to his running back. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Dances away. Touchdown, Baylor! Fitted in the window for the score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he added the extra point.
Makes the score Baylor 49, UCF 7.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll go to the ground. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Bears will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quick completion to the right. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon.
Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. And the defense got it. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Bears! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. New Mexico is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside University Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to SMU. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Back to throw, it's Burks. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They're dealing with a second and long. Runs through the tackle.
Second down pass. To the wideout. Loss of 1 on the play. Brings up third down.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Knights with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Newton. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Knights come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They're working that left side. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
He's looking to throw. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Baylor! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Motion from the wideout. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Looking to throw, it's Burks. Fires to the right. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Got room on the return. The tag. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Got his man in the middle. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Going to try to get it himself, and he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The Knights will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. Let's see what he can do with it. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Offense in a bunch formation. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football, and you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. They go to the ground.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
This time he's got his man. Touchdown, Baylor! And they take it in for 6 more points. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
4 yards on the play. Third down coming up.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air, it's Burks. And the Heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. The Knights will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the returner will be brought down. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing. And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and then running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Going for the big play. And it's picked off at the goal line. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
So now it's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. He's in open space downfield. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
To the air, it's Burks. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. From the gun, the ground game.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Makes the grab. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Bears moving quickly to the line.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quick strike complete. Creates a little room. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Bears! A great catch and run for 6. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game. If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Knights will call on their punt team. He takes it at the 45. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Still running at the 40. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Running to Green. Got the 1st down and more. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? It hasn't always been pretty all season long, yet they've continually found ways to win each and every week. But today, in a day where they had to light the scoreboard up because the opposing offense came to play, their offense got it done. And as a result, they stay undefeated.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Burks. They'll run the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Newton. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Knights line up to punt it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them.
Oh, he's got some space. Spins away from one. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
We're at the midway point of the season, and after the showing they delivered today, this team is firing on all cylinders through Week 7.
We've been talking a lot about this team, but you want to be remembered in the month of November. The most important part in the meat of the